One of the biggest unanswered questions for the Motorfest teaser was boats and planes. That's not a question now realize that is just naming two plural nouns, essentially. What I mean is, we don't know whether boats and planes are going to be in the game, but here's the thing, we do know whether boats and planes are going to be in the game, but should they? Leave in the comments what you think about having boats and planes in the next game, because there's a big bit of controversy with it. See, let's go into that a little bit. What's going on, boys? My name is Sid. Welcome back to the channel, and head down there, subscribe with notifications on, because this is going to be the one and main place to see new information, news, and speculation about the Crew 3 Motorfest. How do I speculate on a game that I'm playing currently? I don't. I just talk about basically everything that's public and then go, what about the public information? So yes, for a very long time, people weren't really sure about boats and planes. It very much seemed like the graphics downgrade and the map feeling a bit more flat was to do with the addition of boats and planes into the Crew 2 from the Crew 1. Now, here's the thing. Okay, right, my opinion right off the bat is it's nice to have them, okay? It is nice to have them, but it sucks that it makes the game worse in some aspects. Like, people asked for jets in the game. Like, look at this. Look at how low resolution everything looks up here. Imagine all of this, but like look at that over there. Imagine all of that, but going 400 miles an hour. It wouldn't work. It was the main thing that they sold in the Crew 2, right? It was boats and planes. Not only is the Crew the only of the big three, Need for Speed, the Crew, Forza, to have bikes, which is quite nice. It's also the only of the Crew 3 to only one to have boats and planes. It's nice. They're all actual licenses, right? Like, I imagine they cost pennies. I imagine all of the plane and boat licenses are like, huh? When Ubisoft comes to them asking for their license. But, you know, it's nice that we have actual licensed boats and planes. And they're thought through a little bit. You know, you get skills and you get the aerobatics and you got the air race and the other stuff that you do in boats, low altitudes, you know. And then you got slaloms for boats and all of those. They're in-depth. It's not like they were just an afterthought. I think the Crew 2 definitely had a bit of an issue overall, where everything felt like an afterthought. It's the whole, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. They have everything, but nothing was really done to an incredibly in-depth level. So a lot of the issue was that a lot of these weren't fleshed out that much, right? Like, I want to say, is this a low altitude? Yeah, it is. A bigger issue was that a lot of it wasn't fleshed out as much. And it was also a double-edged sword, because, you know, we never got any added boats and planes, and it was like, damn, they never add boats and planes. But then if they ever added a boat or plane, no one would care, is the issue. So it's just sort of like, you're getting screwed either way. See, so along with the big map, along with the massive map, the Crew 2's niche, the Crew 2's USP, their unique selling point, was the big map, and then boats and planes. That's the main thing that the Crew 2 sells, really. But in the Crew Motorfest, it seems already that a small map is what we're getting. I don't believe there's been, you know, what I was hoping originally is that maybe we would be able to drive around in this map as well at the same time. But the game looks too good for that, you know? They're not remastering the USA map at any point. So, it's definitely already interesting that they're getting rid of one of their unique selling points, the big map, and instead trading it out for an incredibly small map. So when their other USP is boats and planes, what happens, right? Where do those go? Do they disappear? Do we never see them again? Do we see the same ones? There's been rumors of garage transfer before the fact, before the trailer, all of that. I talked about it before. There's been rumors of garage transfer. Does that extend to boats and planes? Will they be in the game? We do have a definitive answer on that. And can I just say, boats at least pretty well done. I'd say planes too. Again, maybe they weren't fleshed out that much, but on a base level, you know, driving them, driving the boats, driving the sailing the boats, piloting the planes, they're all pretty nice. Okay, they're pretty nice, but I know a lot of people kind of don't like them. But here's the answer to whether we have boats and planes in the Crew Motorfest. I think you'll find this one interesting. So in the Ubisoft Reveals the Crew Motorfest Heads to Hawaii article by Luke Riley on IGN, they interviewed Fergus, the creative director, Stefan Bailey. I was very proud the first time I kicked off the project Test Drive Unlimited. Yes, like Oahu Island, similarly, Fergus previously worked on the Test Drive series. That's where he started off. And he does go on to talk about it's not one-to-one, but we decided to grasp all the main points of Hawaii and mix it together. Like the Crew too, you know, it's not one-to-one America, obviously, but it's like a mix of the best hits of America, right? It's like the places and whatnot. But it does continue on to say, I call it Motorfest. I don't call it Carfest, says Bailey, because for me, it's important that every motor could be represented inside this experience. I refer to car culture, but you will have plenty of stories, interesting way to phrase that, with boats and planes also. And you will be able to experience this beautiful world from many points of view. From boats on the water, or from the air with your plane. Also, on top of the article and everything, back in the video from the other day where we saw our first bit of gameplay of Motorfest with the man playing the game on wheel. By the way, a Fanatec wheel, that's an interesting thing, apparently. I don't know what that means, but that maybe means something to you. This is a Fanatec wheel or something. But Fast Fave is still there. So the return of the Fast Fave system, as well as still having boats and planes. So not only are we going to have boats and planes, but we're still seeing the, you know, the switching from a boat to a plane to a car, from a car to a boat. You know, we'll still be seeing that whole functionality in the game. As you can see, it's binded to a button. I don't know how you'd play them on wheel, but I guess that's an issue in the game currently anyway. So, as far as, I guess, the open world, I mean, it's going to be interesting, because we haven't seen anything like the world bending that happens in the Crew 2. You know, the live extreme events where you switch between boats and cars and stuff. We don't know anything, really, but what we do know is that at least for the open world, I guess, Fast Fave will be a thing, will exist. So, well, there's not much else to it there. So we do have boats and planes confirmed for the Crew Motorfest. Now here's the thing, again, it's a sticky one for me, because now I really gotta speculate as though I don't know anything, right? So realistically, who knows? You know what? Never mind. Screw that, actually. I'm just gonna go, yo, boats and planes are there, because it's confirmed publicly. Who knows what happens? Who knows? Now to go back to playing the Crew Motorfest. Thank you, popular members. Special thanks to famous members. Thank you to star members TK Troller and Danimal the Manimal. I will see you boys in the next one. What else do you think about the Crew 3? Woo, wow, Crew 3, woo, let's go, Crew 3. How am I going to go back to making Crew 2 videos after this, man? How am I going to do it? In a bit.